Today, I'm headed over to the mask office to do a little office housekeeping, arranging stuff, cleaning up stuff, that sort of thing. My outfit, pretty simple. The best part is I get to try out my new underwear. If you're like me and responsible for making your own work schedule every day, I've got one piece of advice. Don't worry about setting an alarm and waking up early, or having the right notebook or the right pencil, or setting some sort of, unsustainable routine that will all go to hell the second something unexpected happens. The single most important thing when you're a freelancer, making up your own schedule, putting yourself to work, is not to work at home. And I'll tell you why. It's not because you can't get anything done at home. You can do whatever you want at home. You can write a book if you want. It's because you got to keep moving. You got to get off the bed. You got to get off the couch. You can't just sit around in the chair. You know why? That's not where good ideas happen. They happen on the way to work. That's why every day, gotta keep moving. And sometimes it's hard to find a workspace, an office or something. I rented my first one for $200 a month. That's not a small amount of money, I know. But real talk, I get about 10 times as much work done at the office as I do when I'm on the couch at our apartment. And that's gotta be worth something. But if you can't swing office space or a creative studio or something like that, there's plenty of free opportunities. Back in the day, anarchist publisher kids used to design whole magazines in the library on stolen software. And there's always the cliche coffee shop or whatever. But you know what? That's leisure. Sometimes work and leisure are indistinguishable. But you can actually find a lot of places besides cafes. You can go to a bookstore oh wait, I don't know. I don't know if there's still bookstores. But I'm pretty sure there's still libraries and stuff. The point is, you gotta move. Because when you have to relocate from life to work, you get a moment to think about what you gotta do. And that is the first step to not worrying about what you've gotta do in life. Plus, you can be productive when you're moving. Look at me, I'm making a goddamn TV show on my commute. And look at this, already at the office. Before this show, you know what I was doing? I was listening to podcasts. Looks like someone's getting rid of some magazines. This is the Mask Studio, as it is right now. It's kind of a mess, to be honest. That's why I'm here. It's good to have a place to put your coats. Look at these magazines found in the hallway. Not bad. I think there's a few dupes in there for our collection. But my primary concern is my desk. Earlier this month, I pushed an update to the way our subscription system works, which I've been working on for months of. And in the process, the office has gotten to be pretty chaotic, pretty messy. So I'm gonna rein all that in today. I get all that done. I got some interview questions I need to write for an upcoming article, and gonna add a new feature to the back-end system. What I meant earlier about not worrying in life is that you can't be thinking about everything that you gotta do next. When you realize there's something that you need to think about, write it down, capture that, put it in a note somewhere. Revisit it at the office. Defend your time. Keep your mind on the thing you're working on now. And if your mind is just racing with all the things you gotta do, all the stuff in your email, all those unread emails, all those messages you've gotta send to somebody, remember that there's no such thing as multitasking. You do one thing at a time. And if you're worried about stuff that you're not doing now, how are you gonna do a good job of what you are doing now? Most of the stuff in our studio is stuff I either found in a free pile somewhere or someone gave us. Like this 2007 Mac Pro that I found on the street. It's stuck online. If anybody wants it, they can have it. So one of the things that I want to do is stack these cabinets, make room for some changes we have at the studio, but I'm not sure how we're gonna open the cabinets. There's no handles on these fucking minimalist cabinets, and it might be difficult to open them if they're stacked. Only one way to find it. So I'm gonna empty this of all the crap so I can try to stack them, see how it goes. Post-it notes, major key. I think I found a solution to my problem. Gotta keep moving. And never stop sweeping. The world is just covered in filth. Keep it from rolling. Gotta stay safe. I listen to podcasts pretty much every second of the day that I'm not, socializing, which is most seconds of the day.
I really do think so. I absolutely. And I know that slippery slope arguments, it maybe they're overused, overall, just in our debates.
Here's another thing I found in the trash. The world is full of trash. I realized I'm out of bleach wipes, so I'm gonna run to the store and get some more. By the way, if you're not using these, what are you using? One of the coolest parts about subscription-supported publishing on the internet is, you might just be walking around doing your thing, and you get a little notification. A notification that says someone likes what you're publishing on the internet so much that they want to support it with their money. That's cool. So while I'm just walking a few blocks to the bodega, I get one of these notifications. So I just want to say, thank you. You made my walk happen. Moving. Where the hell is this stuff? Bleach wipes. Bleach wipes. Can't win them all. Next bodega. Gotta keep moving. See that? Always look both ways before you cross the street. Not at your phone. Never, ever give up on your dreams. Keep moving. It's kind of weird to think that this bag and everything in it is just going straight into the ground forever. In Finland, they found a way to cleanly burn the garbage to make electricity. Then again, they have swastikas in their Air Force and there's Nazis in their parliament. So always remember, socialism, just a meme. Actually, I was so concentrated on getting my shots at the bodega, completely forgot to buy a soda. Maybe this is the start of something great. That's why I'm not a big fan of boycotts. I'll still use SodaStream. Boycotts, they're pathetic. I'm telling you, there's nothing more dangerous in a kitchen than a dull knife. Boycotts, socialism, dull knives. You get an opportunity to catch up with an old friend, and when that happens, you can stop moving and hang out. This is my friend Taylor.
Hey, what's up? But seriously, don't stop moving.
Taylor is an incredibly talented designer, publisher, podcaster, printmaker, bookbinder, anarchist. That's an anarchist world where you have incredibly talented people giving it their all, their entire life, without ever taking credit. Taylor's not, buried in social media like me and so many of my friends. Taylor is living in a world of anarchist affinity and living. So last night, I was at this private reading and I saw Taylor. I haven't seen her in years, and I knew I had to take an opportunity to hang out with an old friend. So it's important always to stay moving, to stay engaged with your work, but it's also important to know when to set down the camera, pause the reality TV show, and talk with a fellow anarchist publisher about kids these days, anarchist jokes nobody else gets, Whenever you open up a parenthetical in your day, it's really important to close it. And talking with Taylor was great, but now it's time to get back to cleaning the office. And I'm sure you might be wondering, isn't it 1 a.m. in New York right now? But I left the office in the middle of a mess. Gotta clean up your messes. Maybe in a future episode, we can start getting into my terrible, basically illness relating to sleep. But for now, you're just gonna have to go with it. It's 1 a.m. Sunday, Monday morning. We're gonna organize some books. But not without some coffee first. And before you fucking snobs get all worked up about the little Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Oh fuck, this is actually really gross. So the office is pretty torn apart right now because I kind of stopped in the middle to hang out with Taylor. And I know it's getting late and my friends were checking in on me, which I appreciate. So I'm gonna set a timer. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, you never want to have a schedule that gets destroyed by the unexpected. So I'm gonna use a timer here to get this wrapped up. So it's already 1:30 a.m. Looking at this, I think there's about at least another hour worth of work to do. So I'm gonna set a timer and get to work. So it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. My timer went off and I'm exhausted, I'm tired, just been moving books. But I'm happy to say that I got my mess all cleaned up. It's all ready to go. I'll finish organizing the office tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. And so I'm gonna end this episode on commuting, workspace, priorities, and finishing what you started right here. And one last little note, I finally settled on the name Same Handle for this show. So it'll show up as Same Handle on Snapchat. And because I'm a loser who does stuff like this, you can go to samehandle.tv to watch reruns on YouTube. See you next time. Credits. Hannah, Isabel, and Anjum, all of our contributing writers, all of our subscribers at Mask Magazine. Special thank you to Taylor, who downloaded Snapchat.